Hello and welcome to another video from Denada. My name is Adam and in this one we will answer an important question: whether is it safe to use Exchange API access on an external platform. Your Exchange API access is certainly a powerful tool that allows you to use Exchange's liquidity while adding some new features that would otherwise be impossible to pull off on that same exchange. However, some traders are hesitant about sharing their API keys to use on other platforms. Since we have encountered many such users on Denada, and chances are that you're wondering yourself whether you should share your API key with us, we feel that making this video would be a great way to make you more comfortable with using our platform. First, let's explain what API access is. If set up correctly, API access is a very secure way of accessing your exchange without GUI or graphical user interface. API data does not come with graphs, buttons, or charts, it's all text and numbers. The third-party platform then uses that data to make an external user interface with additional features. How come it is secure? Before we talk about anything else, it's important to note that the API key can be revoked at any time, making it useless, which adds an additional layer of security. Once you've deleted your API keys in case something bad happens, no one can use them anymore. The second line of defense, let's call it that, is that API keys aren't just a simple username and a password. API public and API secret keys are always a complicated random string which simply cannot be guessed. Unlike your username and password, which usually contain your email, your name, or something meaningful in general, API keys are, metaphorically speaking, a complete gibberish generated by a computer. That means that even if you give out your public key for everyone to see, no one can conclude what the password could be. The third line of defense is API restriction settings. With read-only API permissions, the only thing anyone can do to your account is take a look at your trading history and monitor your actions. On Binance, this is read API permission. On Kraken, these settings are called query permissions, and on Bitfinex, these are labeled with get. While there could be some benefit for a hacker to obtain a large number of API keys that allow trading, it's not really worth it. The only way hackers could benefit from gaining trade API keys is through a complex and well-coordinated pump and dump scheme. There was a notable pump and dump scheme on Binance using compromised API keys, but both Binance and other platforms have become better in security since then. Furthermore, all those illegal trades have been refunded. Why do we ask for trade APIs anyway? Right now, we only use your read permissions, but the next version of Denada will have Binance trading feature, which means that you will be able to see your leader's moves and make trades yourself without having to leave Denada. But you won't be able to use this feature without a trade API key. Right now, if I take Binance API keys, copy and paste them here on Denada, I can share my Binance portfolio, set the price and get paid with each subscriber I get. My followers can now see my trading pairs, my profit and loss, and get informed in real time whenever I make a trade. Or I can follow Alex over here and copy his moves. Okay, now let's get back to the API security. The final line of defense, and the most important one, is the security of the third party. Of course, not all platforms have good security, but nowadays many do. As we said, the entire industry is maturing. Servers are becoming harder to crack even with default settings, and any company even remotely interested in the user's security is implementing additional measures to protect them. At Denada, we take your security seriously. We use password hashing, encryption, and we use Google's OAuth for authentication and authorization. There are also more mechanisms in place to make your data even more secure. Anyway, it's way more dangerous to use pirated software or use a phone or a computer with out-of-date operating system than to share your trading API on a secure platform. What about those API keys with withdrawal permissions? Well, you should avoid using those keys unless it's absolutely necessary. API keys with withdrawal permissions are potentially the most dangerous ones. Note that Denada does not ask for withdrawal permissions, so you shouldn't worry about that with using our platform. What can you do to protect yourself? Well, first, don't give your API keys to just anyone. Make sure their platform is safe and that they are a real company. Second, make sure that your computer or mobile device is secure and up to date. Always update your software, update your operating system, use secure passwords, and don't reuse passwords across platforms. You can learn more about securing your data on our Intro to Cryptocurrencies and Trading series Part 1. The link is in the video description. We hope that you're a bit more familiar with how API keys work and that you've learned something about their security and about IT security in general. Happy trading and see you on Denada. Bye.